Hi, this is going to be a review of adding and subtracting fractions. First, let's begin with the easiest, and that's where we have fractions with the same denominator. So if I have something like, 3 tenths plus 4 tenths, the denominators are the same. This would be like if I had a pie cut up in 10, segments of 10 equal segments, and I had 3 of them, I was adding 4 of them, I would just have 7/10 of a pie. Okay, same denominator, no problem. Subtraction would be similar. If I had 5/10, let's say 5/12 minus 1/12, I would get 4/12, and then I would go ahead and reduce that, and I would get divide top and bottom by 4, and I would get 1/3. Now, the tougher part is if I have different denominators. So let's say instead of this, I'm going to draw a line here of new section here. Let's say I have 3/10 plus 2/5. Well, those are different denominators, and those are different size slices of the pie, so to speak. And I can't add things that have different size pieces, so I need to make them the same size of piece. So what I'm going to do is this is going to equal 3/10, and my LCM of the denominators, or my least common denominator here, is clearly simply 10. So I'm going to say I have 3/10 plus, to get the fifths to tenths, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 2, because I get 5 to 10 by multiplying it by 2. So that's going to give me 10 down below here. But if I do that to the bottom, if I do that to the denominator, I'll also need to do it to the top. So I'm going to times the top by 2. I'm going to get 4. In here, I'm going to get 3/10 plus 4/10 is equal to 7/10. Okay. I'm going to put another line here and we'll do some more. Subtraction is the same way. Let's say I have, I'll do some fancy subtraction here. Let's say I have 1/3 minus 3/4. A while back, you couldn't do that because you didn't know your integer operations. Now you do, though. First of all, we're going to need our LCD, and our LCD here is obviously 12. There's no sense doing anything fancy as far as using prime factorization, because it's obviously 12 here. So denominator is going to be 12 over here. Now I need to convert these thirds to twelfths. So to get from 3 to 12, I'm going to multiply it by 4. If I do that to the bottom, I also need to do it to the top. So this one's going to be 4/12. And to get from 4 to 12, I would need to multiply that by 3. If I do that to the bottom, I need to do it to the top also. And now I get 4/12 minus 9/12, and now they're the same size pieces, so same denominator. So now I can do the subtraction. Now we're going to do our integer operations. 4 minus 9 is the same as 4 plus a negative 9, and that is equal to negative 5/12. Now, sometimes we may be adding or subtracting decimals, not decimals, fractions, and we may get up with improper fraction. So let me try something there. Let's say instead of the one I just had, let's say I have 2/3, and I'm going to add to it 3/4. So if I do that, I'm going to do twelfths again. Since this is going to be 8/12 plus this is going to be twelfths. I would multiply that by the bottom by 3, so I need to multiply the top by 3 also, and I get 9/12. 8/12 plus 9/12 is equal to 17/12. You may recall from earlier grades that that's called an improper fraction. There's nothing really improper about it, but that's just the name given to a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. Where the numerator is greater than the denominator, we can change that into a mixed number. We're going to basically take out one whole here. One whole is 12/12, so we get to take out 12/12, and that's 1. And then we have 5/12 left over, so that is 1 and 5/12, and we have that mixed number there. I'm going to next, let's do some mixed numbers here where we have mixed numbers in our addition or subtraction. Let's say I have 1 and 5/6 plus 2 and 3/4. There's a couple ways to do this. Your book says, well, you can convert them all to improper fractions and then add. We can do that, and so let's do that as one method, although it's not my favorite method. To convert this to improper fraction, we go 6 times 1 is 6 plus 5 is 11/6, and then 4 times 2 plus 3 is 11/4. They just happen to be 11 there. Yeah, that's correct. And so now we have improper fractions, but we need a common denominator. The common denominator here is going to be 12ths. And so this is going to be, I would multiply this by 2, so I also need to multiply the top by 2, so this is 22/12. And to get to 12ths here, I would need to multiply the bottom by 3, so I need to multiply the top by 3. And so this is going to be here, this is going to be 33/12. And that's a 33, believe it or not. And so then we're going to add these things up. The denominator is going to stay the same. We're going to add the numerators. And 22 plus 33 is equal to 55. But now we're going to convert this into a mixed number again. And that's going to be equal to, let's see, 12 will go in there 4 times for 48, with 7 left over, and we get 4 and 7/12. Now, we're going to learn later that with multiplication and division of mixed numbers, you have to convert to a improper fraction like we just did. With addition and subtraction, you don't have to. You can add the whole numbers here, 1 and 2, together separately, and then add the fraction parts. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, so basically we're going to go down here and start right here. So I'm going to go 3 plus 2 is 1 plus 2, I'm sorry, is equal to 3. So that's from 1 plus 2. I should have written that first, but 1 plus 2. So we get 3. And then we have 5/6 plus 3/4. 5/6 is going to be, we're going to convert that to twelfths. So that's going to be 10/12. And then 3/4 is going to multiply top and bottom by 3. We're going to get 9/12. And then we get 19/12. Then we're going to combine the two things. So, well, this is equal to 1 and 7/12. Now we have two parts to combine. We have the 3 plus the 1 and 7/12, and we get 4 and 7/12 as we got before. I actually like treating the whole numbers and fractions separately, adding them separately. With subtraction, you can do the same thing. You can add the whole numbers and the fractions separately and then combine them. We can get in some tricky things with subtraction, though. We may have to borrow, or we may get into negative situations, which I can show you more about later. So I'll end this video now, and